stinking wheels. She's a heavy scudder. Woo. Oh, we're gonna need to shove it. Oh, wheel turn sideways. Turn the right way. Come on, Skate. Let's go this way. Come on, we need you in position. Come on, baby. Oh. Hey, you up there, steer. Thought all the rust it would have got lighter. Okay, so we have started slicing and dicing, cutting up here, and you can see there ain't much left of this thing. But I'm gonna take that tire, took that tire off, and it's only flat on one side. I think I'm going to mount it back to that because I'm going to cut off the body about in line with the frame, so it'll sit on the ground and we'll just make me a straight line, cut through there and cut the fender off and cut around the bottom of the door. I think that's about the most common line I can cut. I know there's not much left up here in the front of it, and yeah, I even tried to give that thing away and nobody wants it. Of course, now granted, it does, like, you know, we got a geranium going on here, so yeah, I get it. And let's face it, it was apart for some reason. They'd taken it apart to do something, whether it was rob parts or whether it just stopped running, one or the other. But yeah, it's doing the separation all on its own. And check out the level of springs in that seat. I bet you that was a bouncy ride. I mean, that is some serious springs in that seat. Or either that or it was really fat guy. Extra carburetor, about ready to fall through the floor. A clutch disc on the shifter, and door that's, yeah, it's not hanging on by much. This fender's better, but the side wasn't as good, so we picked the other side, of course, the way it's going on the building. But I got my little laser. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. Got my little laser shining down the middle of it, and I figure that's a good spot to slice it. And I took the plasma cutter while I was chopping up stuff. I took some plate steel I had and cut me some little slits there, and it's actually really thick stuff. It's yeah. But I'm gonna put that in the roof and weld braces down to keep this thing from folding like a taco when I cut it apart. but I'm gonna weld those braces up in the roof and maybe some down in the corners. I'm not sure. But yeah, we're gonna cut more. Probably end up putting one down to that corner, up to the top. And we're gonna slice through. And that header right there is wood, so I don't think that's gonna work to weld to, but yeah. So this was a plumbing van way back in the day. You see there's a piece of a toilet that was still there. But yeah, so it's hard to tell what's behind that little wall right there, what fell down in the van, but once we cut her open, I'm sure we'll see then. So y'all hang on. I'm gonna cut it in half next. Well, brace it up, then cut it in half. All right, so I've been busy this morning. Yeah, it's the next day. I didn't get much done yesterday. Got a little bit of bracing done. But needless today, I've been busy. Yeah, I actually got something done today. And yeah, I got a half a panel van. But yeah, nothing really interesting fell out. You know, we was wondering what was in the wall. But it is a huge wonder I didn't burn this thing down. There's a massive mouse nest in the bottom of the door. And the wood, yeah, it's pretty rotten, but hey, it's been in there a really long time. But you can see I made my cheap little braces. It was free steel I had. I'm gonna put a couple more in the middle there. And I got that one braced to the steering wheel. And imagine that, the steering wheel broke free. It actually turns now. Who would have believed it? But yeah, it's not much left. I've got to cut, there's steel right here. Got to cut that in half, knock all the wood out, and most of those cross members they're gonna fall right out because you can see they're only attached with wood. So as soon as I lift off the other side, they're gonna rip out. But there's not much attached over there at the door. You can see the toe board is completely gone. And if you look around here at I would make a Chevrolet joke and say that's growing in, you know, a tree, or it could be an F1 tree 50. So, yeah, I know, bad Ford joke. But I've started cutting around because I couldn't cut through the block. So I've actually started cutting around, going through that floorboard to cut around to the mount to cut that off. And the skin's coming off. I'm gonna have to probably screw that back on or something. It's wanting all the vibrations and everything of cutting. It's wanting to come off. So we'll have to secure that on somehow. I welded the back door shut. It's helping hold the structure. I welded it shut. The hinges were still good, so I welded it. And we have our logo. I'll show you that. We got that made in town. Nowhere Brewing, Covington, Virginia. So yeah, this it's going right here. I'm gonna, you know, scrape off some of the big rust and put the decal right on the side, just like that. So yeah, that'll be cool. But art project is coming along. Like I say, got a lot done today. Once we started hacking and cutting it, it went really fast. There wasn't really anything holding that windshield post in there. But yeah, so this will be scrap. And sad to say, an old flathead's going to scrap. And yeah, the rest of it, and even scrap prices down now, so that's the sad part. I'm not even going to get anything out of it. But it'll be a cool project going up to the brewery. We're going to have a cruise in August 19th. So I've got basically less than a week. Yeah, I've got less than a week to get this up there. So cut these last few bolts out and use my little hoist here, my little apparatus, to pick it off there. And then I can chain to the frame with the tractor, drag it out of the way, and add some more steel to that so it can survive the car trailer ride to Covington, which is about 12 miles away. And then get fastened to the wall. And I think I'm going to put that tire in the spare tire place. I haven't held it up there to see how it looks, but I'm thinking that's going to look good, a flat tire on the side of the panel van. And I've got the fender out back to put on the, once I get it off and get it in the floor, I'll see the height I need and cut it off there. But y'all hang on, we're going to pick it up, cut them last few bolts up in the front. I never knew that they were attached with wood. This whole panel van has been attached to the frame with wood. Never knew that. But yeah, get those last few out. And we're going to pick this thing up. And I'll see if I can get my camera woman to be here when I drag the frame out with the tractor. I'll see if I can get the camera woman on duty. So, y'all hang on. Something still holding. Not for long.
Ding, fries are done.
Okay, so here's the progress we've made. And you can see you got the front ends, hood's attached. It's my little lifting apparatus. But we got the logo on it. It's a local brewery. I think the logo turned out pretty good. I was trying to find a spot that there wasn't so much rust. You never thought you'd hear me say that. To put the sticker, to put the logo on. And that's about where it fit the best. So, yeah. But I'll show you behind the scenes. Here's all my bracing that I ended up putting in this thing. And yeah, I used scrap pieces of steel I had. I wasn't about to use, like go out and buy a brand new steel when you have scrap steel laying around for something like this. If it was going to be a car on the road, yeah, sure, you'd want something new. But for this, yeah, scrap steel, scabbed together, tried to brace it up because it's only got to make it 12 miles. So in a 12-mile journey, I'm hoping that this stays together. I'm going to probably have to bungee the roof on because it's a little suspect whether, I really welded it, but nothing saying the wind ain't going to get under it and try to rip it off. But, so, yeah, that's our little project. We'll show you we've got loading it up on the car trailer to take it there. And then I've got a tow truck meeting me there that we're going to lift it off the car trailer and put it on the wall to brewery with a tow truck. So if we can, I'm going to get y'all a little video of that. So y'all hang on and see if it actually makes it 12 miles.
While you let it down, I want you to make swing out and put your hook. Look at the good PTO, man. We're going to be able to get that hook out of there. That back side, I think we can get it out. Initially, just a couple of minutes.
Watch the boys.
Oh, is the drill going to work on one time? Yeah. Oh, all of them.
Special thanks to Homer's Telly for the assistance on this one. It's good to have good friends, that's for sure.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you for today.